Professor Calestius Juma ascended to the highest levels of academia on the continent and the world over. The influential academic served as director of the Science, Technology and Globalization Project at the US's Harvard John F. Kennedy School of Government. He died on the 15th of December 2017, aged 64, and was buried at Bumina village in Kenya. Juma was an extraordinary thinker and a Pan-Africanist, President Geingob told the academia at NAST.
He devoted his intelligence to unlock Africa's contribution to the fourth industrial revolution, dominated by innovation and technological advancement, by seeking to immerse Africa's policy options into the fourth industrial revolution. Calestius Juma represents the true vanguard.
During colonial times, Africa's great thinkers were considered enemies of the state, and some were forced to flee the continent. This resulted in what President Geingob termed as brain drain for the continent then.
However, as we have seen through the endeavors of outstanding intellectuals such as Calestius Juma, Adebayo Adedeti, and others, it is actually a brain gain for Africa to have these scholars to go now and do their work seriously as scholars and still know they're Africans. In that sense, it's a brain gain.
2 years ago, President Geingob was a guest speaker at a lecture at Harvard and shared with Juma and students the progress Africa has made since the days of military coups. At the time of his death, Professor Juma was working on a paper titled Science and Technology Advice to African Presidents. Dr. Geingob says the late scholar understood with a sense of urgency the need for expert advice in supporting political leadership.
So we thought we'll have this lecture. There's some of the scholars like Professor here and Professor there, enlarge, improve on it, and look at it. Because at my office, I have only 5 advisors. 5. Both were already there. It's transparency. Huh? Now, these are people who are advising, and you see the quality of work. You need advisors who are not doing justice to the founding father and them, not giving them proper scholars to advise them. I thought I could do the whole advice, so the justice.
Kenya's government also paid tribute to Juma.
As we honor and celebrate Professor Juma's achievement, we have the consolation that comes from knowing that his was a life of scholarship, of humility, and of service to his country, his continent, and the many friends like the Namibian people, and indeed to all humanity. It was a life exceptionally well lived.